5 seconds to go. Start. I always look forward to the visitors conference as it deals with the future of the youth of India and thereby with the future of the nation. This is the aim of higher education and it makes the conference especially significant. I am happy to learn that we shall be joined by a few alumni of some of our prestigious institutions of higher learning who continue to support their alma mater for improving research and innovation. I recall that we had discussed various alumni initiatives in earlier conferences. I am glad to see that their involvement as stakeholders is growing. I have been aware that the Minister for Education, the Minister of State for Education and their colleagues at the Ministry have been deeply involved in planning this conference and the agenda reflects their efforts. I must appreciate the effort they have put in. When the agenda for this conference was shown to me, I was impressed by the thoughtfully conceived and very pertinent topics covered in only 5 sessions. This agenda reflects the policy focus of the ministry. I was happy to see that Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav commemorating the glorious history of India's freedom movement finds a place in the opening session. Our institutions of higher learning are central to this as our young citizens are not only the inheritors of the past but also the ones who will be leading India into its next golden age. Institutions of higher education have a major responsibility of transforming the impressionable youth. For this, we need to address their aspirations as they are future leaders in various spheres of life. I can say with confidence that each one of you is going to help achieve this goal. The extraordinary growth of India in recent times would not have otherwise been possible. I am sure you will continue the good work. While talking of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, it is important to mention that the national education policy, while looking ahead, has not forgotten the wisdom of the past. In tune with the government's priority of making affordable, quality education accessible to every Indian, the Ministry of Education has also focused on quick implementation of the NEP 2020. I am happy to note that a number of steps have been taken towards the implementation of NEP. As many as 13 Indian Knowledge System centers have been opened across the country. Books have been published in 12 Indian languages with introductory chapters on Indian knowledge traditions of the respective subjects. I have been informed that the initiative has been so popular that already 404 internships of 2 months have been granted. At the same time, 36 research projects have been sanctioned along with 6 special projects on digitization and text mining. These initiatives will be of immense help not only to research scholars but also to anyone curious about the vast treasure of knowledge accumulated from ancient times in India. In order to achieve our larger goals, improving the quality of institutions of higher learning is of vital importance. We should be setting benchmarks for the best in the world. Mr. Nunjo Kwekwereli had so kindly joined us to share his expertise in the ranking of institutions. I am happy to note that this year 35 Indian institutions have been ranked in the Kwekwereli, Siemens or QS ranking as against 29 last year. In the top 300, there are 6 institutions this year as against 4 last year. I am especially happy to note that the Indian Institute of Science has got a full score of 100 on the research parameter and shares this distinction with 8 highly reputed institutions of the world, including Princeton, Harvard, MIT, and Caltech. I congratulate IISc Director Dr. Govindan Rangarajan and his team for this achievement. While talking about quality of education, I will again refer to the National Education Policy. In fact, the previous conference was focused on this policy. To improve the quality of education, we should also consider sophisticated and innovative learning approaches. The key to achieving excellence is to harness the transformational benefits of digital technologies for enriching the teaching and learning experience. Digital technologies are expanding the boundaries of education. When the pandemic threatened to derail teaching and learning, technology ensured continuity. There were difficulties, no doubt, but it is good to see that all of you imparted teaching and conducted assessments, evaluations, and research uninterrupted. We can build on that experience now and make classroom sessions more interactive, giving students a thorough understanding of the subject. Educators and academic experts should consider this when they prepare the curriculum and other policy initiatives. The NEP, though recent in its inception, has already allowed our institutions to forge a new and vigorous path. Few of us here could have imagined organizing multiple courses at the same time, mixing subjects across streams, or doing parts of programs from both Indian and foreign universities. In order to promote academic collaboration between Indian and foreign institutions, the UGC has issued regulations allowing joint, twinning, and dual degrees. These initiatives under the NEP have unshackled higher education from the constraints it suffered earlier. One of the highlights of the NEP is that it allows for multiple entry exit for flexibility and lifelong learning. This, along with the academic bank of credit on the DigiLocker platform, makes it possible for students to study as per their convenience and choice. I am happy to see that 383 institutions of higher education have registered for ABC and over 10,000 students have opened ABC accounts. The NEP promotes multilinguality in education and testing to ensure that any lack of competency in English does not impede the educational progress of any student. With this objective in mind, states are publishing bilingual and trilingual textbooks at the foundational level, and the content on the Diksha platform has been made available in 33 Indian languages. I am certain that this will go a long way in the democratization of higher education in India. Whenever I dwell upon the subject of the NEP, I always reflect that a great polymath like Jagdish Chandra Bose, the biologist, physicist, botanist, and writer of science fiction, would have appreciated the flexibility and access to knowledge that it promotes. I am sure the NEP will pave the way for many more Jagdish Chandra Boses in the future. Stop.